Today is still December 10th, 2023. There was some older white guys around me today, and I don't know who they are. Are they sheriffs, marshals? I'm not for sure who they are. But they were right. The drug cartel didn't show up today. Um, it was a lot nicer. I don't, like I said, the one guy across the street from my clients in North Canton, he got in a black car. He said, "Oh my goodness, I found a tape of them admitting they made everything up on her. I feel bad about everything." I thought, where you been? They've been admitting that for years. They've photoshopped everything and drugged everything. They've made fun of everybody. This is so drawn out, it's stupid. I mean, that's where uh, they've made fun of the FBI. The drug cartels made fun of the FBI. I see my last video, I start stuttering. I got stabbed in the neck, bashed in the back of the head. I actually have a dent in my head. I was beat, raped, and left for dead on 12/21/18. Retired Judge Pete, his son Alex, a white-haired guy with his hair parted on the side, jumped me at the refrigerator. See, with the attempts on my life, that when it first started, over a year I had 4 attempts. And then I had a bunch of attempts after I called the FBI, and they were coming at me hard and heavy. And it was horrible for about a year. And it just, I should have been hit the first day. I should have been. I'll be like Sheriff David Mike DeWine's cousin. You should have been hit the first day, and everybody should have went to jail. To let a human being live through this for any reason. And you gotta think, where they paid that one sheriff, the drug cartel, off 100 grand for letting them run wild and do crimes in his county till enough people told on him. For all the crimes they did here, 100 grand don't even seem like enough. It should have been like $1 million payoff. I mean, seriously, they've killed people, they've slaughtered them, and they've human trafficked people, they've raped, they've sold FBI technology. There is not enough cover up money for all this crap. It's so insane. I mean, they've got a lot of bad guys, and the sheriffs and marshals used my case and blew the hell out of it. Karen around the house, Karen's will, FBI informant. I was left in the middle of the drug cartels, human trafficking people, and they were bragging in front of the undercover police and under police surveillance in a protected home custody case their crimes and who they work for, and they just had to fall back to their big bosses and get them. And I was left in horror in a concentration camp by the FBI. The FBI, like the main officer over said, none of this is funny. We weren't allowed to tell her the FBI left her there. They weren't allowed to leave me there. And that was August, what was it, 22nd, or 23rd of 23. About 1, 2 o'clock in the evening, screaming across Kohl's parking lot. And the lady's like, did her ex-husband defend her? He said, yes, we taped and so did I. Did anybody speak to her? No. Then she really was framed before. He said, yes. It's documented she was framed. Was it the drug cartel? Yes. We've seen them. None of this is funny. He said, I know it's not. And he said, it is documented. It was a medication error that made her sick before. And it is documented that another woman was even using her insurance. She's like, none of this is funny. The FBI left her up there. We didn't realize it was a drug cartel. I thought, lady, what were you doing hiding in your office? They were all over me. They were all fucking over me. What were you doing hiding in your office? Because that's not even funny. You didn't know they were here. Or they were the ones doing it. Everybody knew it. Teenagers. I was a school discussion in North Canton. Teenagers were talking about a year and a half ago. Our teacher was talking about the case with us. and said all those bad things happened to her because that agent didn't help her. Everybody go online. They've already, like a security guard went in Friday with a guy to Walmart and 62. He pulled in. He said they admitted to paying that guy off, and he admitted to him stealing her money in here. Nobody else say a word. Nobody else say a word to her. We all know it. I'd like to know who the hell let Dave Hall out of the country. Seriously, he confessed to he bribed a federal agent. He confessed he hired a stalker. He was confessed they were drugging me to get the truth out of me. He was human trafficking me out of that house to the drug cartel under drugs, and so I just wake up with throwing up, heart racing, personally infected, bruises I couldn't explain, muscle pain, and not know what happened to me while I was sleeping, or take a drink out of something and just wake up like that hours later and not know what happened to me. You don't remember with roofies and drugging me up, and I found out to say weirdo stuff and all kinds of crazy stuff. And I never talked to anybody. And in a sextortion scheme, he confessed to a federal officer that he had hired a hitman and they were drugging me to get the truth out of me. And they were sex trafficking videos. They were taping in the bathroom. They were obtaining and dispensing kiddie porn of my grandkids using the bathroom. And that agent even knew I was being raped. He didn't arrest him. He let a human trafficker leave. Dave may be part of 2 murders up there at least. Like they said, her ex-husband on August 30th, 23, Fred Martins, her ex-husband's part of a serial killing group. They let a serial killer go. Now, with him being married to the young girl, if those are her kids in that picture, now that he knows he can sex traffic videos of somebody, do you think he won't sex traffic videos of her? Do you think he won't sex traffic videos of those kids going to the bathroom? He did of my grandkids, our grandkids. Those kids aren't even his. Do you think he wouldn't human traffic her under drugs to make fast money? Who the hell let him out of the United States, and who the hell let him around little kids? See, that's where people are down here bullying the hell out of a victim and letting basically a child molester, a serial killer, and a human trafficker go. What the hell's wrong with you people? What the fucking hell is wrong with these people that harass me? The drug cartel did not show up tonight, which makes me a little worried because over about a month and a half ago, they were talking about getting somebody to shoot me again. They make idle threats so that you know they're coming, and then they'll wait. If they have to wait 2 to 3 to 4 months, and they will get you, and then they try. See, that's where it's just like you can't be the single woman by herself. We can't have her state what happens to her up there. And they wait a couple weeks and then they torture you. Just like they said that he tried to steal my money in January 19, and so far he stole it. And people, the only way you can stop a dirty cop from stealing from victim funds is to turn him in. And enough people to go online, they will never contact you, ever contact you. Just hit contact CIA, and I'll tell you what, put it in there what the FBI is doing in this area. Go on the Department of Justice, drop down to human trafficking, drop down to online form. It's a little blue line, and they'll pop up. You can put your information, what you know of these people. They'll never contact you. You can go on the NSA, National Security Agency, because if he's going to take a payoff from the drug cartel, what if he takes a payoff from China or Russia? You guys haven't even thought about that. Did you guys forget about the towers being taken down on 9/11? Did you guys forget about the terrorist acts that have happened? And he's taking payoffs. You need to honestly, and thousands have died. Go online and report them. Like an officer I was talking to from out of this area. If this is what's going on, you are not that agent's only victim. He's done this before, and he's probably running out on several people and stealing their witness protection program money and putting it inside accounts. And he's going to be a millionaire basically when he retires if he's not stopped, or multimillionaire. But I was found innocent of everything in 18. That's where I told you. That's where that guy across from my clients in North Canton, he ran out to a black car. Oh my goodness, I feel bad about everything. I found a tape of them admitting they made everything up on her. They also admitted they photoshopped everything. They made fun of the FBI. They made fun of everybody for falling for it. And they told you it's just wheel stealing. And they're getting away with murder here because of this. That they're selling people. And then they tell you how they use the case, and they got all these people, and these people actually got arrested. For every crazy scenario that was around me, there's real bad guys that were doing it. And real people died. And real people got taken. And will people run around like it's a big joke? It's a real case of murdering people and human trafficking them. Go on, and that agent's literally stealing and taking payoffs. But I don't know who those older guys are. It did calm way down tonight. I don't know if it's everybody is in shock that Dave left the country and fled. Somebody said that people actually went up there and looked, and he did leave. They couldn't believe he ran. And I don't know if they're just that or if they're getting set up to do another hit on me. I know they got one of my harassers was this one Latino guy and his girlfriend, and they were actually hired to kill people. And they were the one was part of the ones following me around. Some lady said she realized what's going on. Some of the people that are harassing her, they're the ones that are actually hired to kill her. People have even said around me if she didn't have people around her, they would already killed her. They have to realize that there's at least one undercover cop that's going to get them if they do. And like they said, that's the only thing the reason why she's still alive. They don't have an attorney. They lied to these people. Oh, they got an attorney doing this. There's no attorney. I talked to an attorney, a criminal attorney. Pete had no right in my home. They can't look at it. I've talked to the prosecutor's office, the police department. He had no right in my home. That agent can't talk to me like that. He can't steal my money. He can't misdirect it. You don't even know at this point if Pete doesn't scare people into calling the FBI. And then Will and John pick it up and they bully the victim into staying quiet while they steal their money. But this thing blew up so big because they involved the drug cartel in it and then the human traffickers, and they came down and it just blew up so big that on a different part that this may just be a scam that Pete and Will and John are running on victims. It makes you wonder. It honestly makes you wonder. Scare somebody into calling the FBI. They bully them so they're too scared to say anything, and they steal the victim's money. But this one just blew up so bad because the cult hired the human traffickers and the drug cartel, and that's why this blew up so big. But everybody go online. Oh, go on. There was a sheriff in Ohio took $100,000 payoff from the drug cartel, let people be sold, murdered, drugs run on his county, and you know what stopped him? Enough people went online and told on him, and he got arrested. I am scared because I'm scared to death because if they go quiet, that means they're planning something. I'm too old for this shit. I am too fucking old for this shit. I am 56 years old. I was 51 when it started. When people, that's when the case started. There was a time in my life when I turned 50. You do realize that. I'm too old to dodge bullets, having people follow me around me, trying to roll my car. I am too old to almost be kidnapped. I am too fucking old for this shit. I am way too old and hiding on shooting nights, having people human traffic me, bash my skull and rape me. sell me on porn sites. I am too fucking old for this shit. And then have to face stalkers, and then the drug cartel come back and start threatening my life, and some agent stealing from a 50-year-old that was human trafficked. They went out and got him information and raped, and he bullied himself. And he already acknowledged he talked to everyone. Some idiot was on the phone, turn around in Kohl's, and he said, I'm the one that told everybody not to believe her. No, you're a drug dealer. Come on now. You're a drug dealer. Because they're saying Will saying it, and I doubt your Will. And that's the whole thing of it is, you're just a paid off actor. Just like they said they had an attorney. I talked to a real attorney. They had no right in my home before. So they'd be telling them to shut the fuck up. You'll go to jail for saying you're in our home before. Just like they lied to people, they entered it in court without me. The photoshopping and the drug convictions found me guilty, and nobody bothered to tell me. And people fell for that there's no legal system. They fell for every shit that fell out of these people's mouth and lapped it up like dogs. And then they laugh at them. They've called them idiot people. They've called them all kind of how big a fool, how they fooled them and made public mockeries out of them, public mockeries out of the FBI. And that's why the FBI don't arrest them, because they paid the FBI off in this area. They paid them fucking off. Everybody go online, report them. Honestly, like the Louisville children, the FBI betrayed her. Like the Mennonite children in New Philly, the FBI let her live through all that and didn't even help her. Like the teenagers in North Canton, the FBI made fun of her for being drug, being raped. The FBI made fun of her for being human trafficked. Like the other ones, she was a school discussion. Our teacher said all those bad things happened to her because that agent didn't help her. Now, tell me what child would ever trust a federal agent? Not one. With a login. I'm going to upload this. I don't know who those guys were, if they're sheriffs or marshals. Thank you for showing up. Unless you're a drug dealer, forget it. But there is an older guy that has been showing up off in the distance. I don't even know who he is. He was in Longhorn last Sunday. I walked out with my client from Kohl's. He comes running out. I found a tape of them admitting they paid him off. It is what's going on. And he showed up several times. I'm going to upload this. Everybody go online. Like my one friend that is a police officer. You can't be that agent's only victim. And you can't be his first that he stole from. And he's putting them inside account. The money he's stealing from people. Everybody go online, turn him in.